This is my daughter. She was born at home in a blue blow-up tub 3 years ago. She's passionate and adventurous, and in the rare moments when she is standing still, I will sometimes stare at her for rather long periods of time because I am in awe that I could grow someone so beautiful inside of my belly. She's gorgeous, right? The thing is, I'm gonna need you to stop telling my daughter how pretty she is. You and all the people we pass on the street, those we encounter in the Target checkout line, the people who very kindly take a moment to stop by our table as we're eating sushi together. Please do not lead her to expect initial greetings that sound something like this. Well, hello, princess. I love your dress. You are so beautiful. You must know, she is so much more than a pretty dress and a societally approved face. But if these are the messages that she constantly hears, how will she ever believe me when I tell her that this is not what really matters in the long run? A few months ago, I was standing in the kitchen while she was playing, and she stopped me and said, "Nana is nice because she is pretty." I pushed back, but she wasn't having it. She was really proud of this. And with this statement, I realized that for her, beauty is not just skin deep, it is the root of all goodness in a human. I think at some point, most girls are going to have a crisis of confidence. I certainly did through my 10s and teens and 20s, and I think that's going to be the case for her as well, despite everything I will try to do otherwise. What worries me most about this is that beauty is not only subjective, it is fleeting. And when we set girls up to think that beauty and pleasant looks are at the root of what makes them good, we are laying the groundwork for a collapsed worldview when, as they age, most of them will have their looks diminish with time. I have a son as well. He's 3 years older than my daughter, and when he was born, he had a giant head, and he had these piercing blue eyes, and people would regularly stop us on the street to tell us how stunning his eyes were. His eye color has faded over time, and as it became more muted, the compliments about his looks have slowly faded away. When I'm out with the two of them, my daughter can be wearing the cheapest polyester monstrosity that you've ever seen in your life. And my son can be in the nicest clothes he owns. And still, it is my daughter who will be showered with praise, compliments about her pretty dress. There will always be magazines shouting about all the things a woman needs to change about her body. But if my son doesn't need to hear constant praise about the way he looks, I don't think my daughter does either. These messages sell because we set young girls up to think that their worth lies in the way they look. And they internalize these messages from the adults around them, the adults they trust to understand how to navigate the world. You can't sell what people don't value. And adults make known how much they value pretty looks in little girls. Little girls internalize those messages, and another magazine is sold, promising to reshape a life using the perfect shade of lipstick. I think we should teach girls to value something different. And I think one of the ways that we can start doing this is by talking to them about something other than their looks, greeting them using something other than how much you like the way they look. If you're stuck, I would advise thinking about how you would greet a little boy. If you're still having a hard time, you can use one of my favorites. Hello, my name is Jenna. What's your name? It's so nice to meet you. I like sunsets and popcorn. What are some of your favorite things?